Hi, my name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to a special subset of SkipperWing Draws a Thing, process videos for the Crimson Fly animated comic strip.
Today's strip, issue 4, strip number 45. We're almost at 50. How awesome is that? Sorry about the coughing. I've been sick the past few weeks, and it has not been fun at all. Speaking of things that have not been fun, this strip was a lot of experimentation with things that I probably should not have been practicing with in a professional environment. But when your eyes are sometimes bigger than your stomach and the cost of not trying something is staling out, well, sometimes you gotta push harder than you like. So, first thing I did that I shouldn't have done. I downgraded my system from Windows 10 to Windows 8.1 before I started working on this. That was really dumb, because then that meant having to reinstall all my software, all my settings, etc. And some of them I still haven't reinstalled yet, because I don't fully know what is and isn't missing. There's nothing really wrong with Windows 10. But I just didn't like how the touch rejection interfered with my pen. Basically, I had to turn off touch while I was working, and then I had to remember to turn it back on when I wasn't. And I never had those kinds of problems with Windows 8.1, so I decided to go back because it was easier to work with. Second thing, I tried out a new workflow that wasn't too hot for me. At this point, I'd like to shout out the Windows app, tablet PC mouse, and touch mouse PC thing. There'll be links in the description. But they're really great workflows for tablet computers because then it allows you to put your hotkeys on the side of the screen. Sadly, that's not a workflow that works for me personally, so I turned it off about halfway through. That was that little sidebar on the right. I mean, sometimes you try out new things and they don't work. As for other things I tried out that worked, however, camera rotation in 2D. Oh man, camera rotation in 2D animation, especially during an action sequence, that is really hard. It's not so much hard, and as I learned, it's not so much that it's hard on the characters, because characters you have to redraw them anyway from any different perspective. They have to be consistent anyway, so really drawing the characters isn't hard. Drawing the environments, oh my god, I don't even. Yes, I just went 16-year-old boy for a second. My brain just does not process that very well. And it's a really cool thing when you do it right. And I think one of the advantages that 3D animation has over 2D is that it's a lot easier to rotate the camera in an action sequence than it is in 2D, because you're not doing as much drawing. But in this case, yeah, I cheated by using motion lines rather than drawing out a full background. I have no idea how Howard Wimshurst does it. You should check out his channel. Also, links in annotations, cards, whatever. As for something else I did to alleviate a lot of the pressure is I cheated so hard. The smoke in panel 4 is the same smoke as the smoke in panel 2. All the fire is basically the same fire, just the starting points, the looping points switched around, simply because I didn't have time to animate all the fire. I mean, this strip went up late anyway, and I wasn't going to make it later by trying to do things. So when you work smart, not hard. And if that means cheating, that's okay, as long as you don't get caught. Though you probably shouldn't out yourself on YouTube as cheating. Other cheats that I did are puppets. Puppets are great. In that you can, if the character doesn't move that much, then you can fine-tune the individual parts of their bodies. However, certain things can't be puppeted, like the shot in panel 3, where the camera is rotating, and every shot is basically its own individual compilation. So there's no real point in puppeting it, because I'm just going to end up having to redraw everything anyway. So I didn't puppet panel 3. I also didn't puppet panel 4 because it's such a short shot. I mean, he just rolls in, hits the ground, and then that's it. Why puppet it? But either way, I think it turned out really well. I wish it hadn't turned out late, and I think the lesson here is to experiment, but not try so many things all at once.
And that's it for today's video. If you want to see this strip in its true format, please click the links in the annotations and cards. If you're new, please like and subscribe for more content. This is Colin SkipperWing Bird signing out. I'll catch you peeps later.